Something happened. Maybe it was yesterday. Maybe it was 3 years ago. And your brain will not let it go. You replay it. You rewind it. You change the ending in your head 100 different ways. And then you do it again. This is not a flaw. The real reason your brain does this is far stranger than you think. Your mind is not living in the present. It never really was. Psychologist Martin Seligman at the University of Pennsylvania spent decades studying what makes humans different from every other animal on Earth. His conclusion was not what anyone expected. He found that the human brain is not a memory machine. It is a future simulation machine. Everything it stores from the past, it stores as raw material. Not to remember, to predict. Every embarrassing moment you replay, every conversation you wish went differently, every decision you second-guess at 2 in the morning, your brain is not punishing you. It is running simulations. It is trying to build a map of what to do next time. The problem is, the next time never comes, and the loop keeps running. Neuroscientist Mary Helen Imordino-Yang at the University of Southern California discovered something remarkable. When your brain has nothing to do, it does not rest. It activates what scientists call the default mode network, a sprawling web of brain regions that lights up specifically when you are not focused on the outside world. And what does it do in there? It replays the past. It imagines futures. It tells stories about who you are. Your brain at rest is not quiet. It is obsessing. And here is the counterintuitive twist. The more you try to stop thinking about something, the louder it gets. Psychologist Daniel Wegner at Harvard called this the ironic process theory. He proved it with a simple experiment. He told people not to think about a white bear, and all they could think about was a white bear. The moment you try to suppress a thought, your brain assigns a monitoring process to watch for it, and that monitor keeps the thought alive. So every time you tell yourself to stop replaying that moment, your brain marks it as unfinished. And unfinished things demand attention. Psychologist Bluma Zygarnik found this in the 1920s. Waiters remembered every incomplete order perfectly. The moment an order was fulfilled, it faded from memory. Your brain clings to what feels unresolved. It treats incomplete experiences like open tabs. And open tabs drain everything. So what does your brain actually need to close the loop? Not suppression, not distraction, completion. When you write about an experience, when you talk it through with someone, when you find even a small piece of meaning in what happened, your brain registers it as resolved. The loop slows. The replay loses urgency, not because the memory is gone, but because your brain finally got what it was asking for. A story with an ending. Your ancestors used this too. Anthropologists who study oral traditions in hunter-gatherer societies find the same pattern everywhere. Stories told around fires at night, retelling the hunt, retelling the conflict, retelling the loss. Not for entertainment, for resolution. To transform raw experience into something the brain could file away and stop running. You are doing the same thing when you cannot stop thinking. You are looking for the ending your brain never received. The past you keep returning to is not holding you back. It is asking you a question. It wants to know what it meant. It wants to know what you learned. It wants to know how the story ends. Give it an answer and it will finally go quiet. Tonight, when that moment surfaces, again uninvited, when the replay starts and you feel the pull back into something you cannot change, remember this. Your brain is not broken. It is not weak. It is doing exactly what it was built to do. It is trying to protect your future by making sense of your past. The only question is whether you will give it the ending it needs.